Every great day starts before the sun even rises. Morning isn't just a time, it's an opportunity to destroy laziness before it destroys your dreams. When you decide to own your mornings, you stop living life on autopilot and start living with intention. It's not about doing something extraordinary, it's about doing ordinary things consistently. The world belongs to those who refuse to hit snooze, who claim the silence of dawn as their battlefield, because the truth is simple: if you conquer your morning, you'll conquer your life. Waking up before excuses due is not just about beating the alarm clock. It's about beating the version of yourself that clings to comfort and convenience. In those early hours when the world is quiet and distractions haven't yet begun roaring, you have a small window of opportunity to build the kind of discipline most people only talk about. When you rise before dawn, you send a powerful message to your mind. Laziness is no longer in control. You're no longer living by reaction, but by intention. It's in these moments that greatness begins, not by grand gestures, but by simply refusing to surrender to the temptation of another hour under the covers. Your bed may feel warm and safe, but staying in it keeps you stuck in the same predictable cycle of mediocrity. Winning the morning starts with a single decision that most aren't willing to make: getting up when your body screams stay. Because the minute your feet hit the floor, everything changes. Early rising builds grit, sharpens focus, and gives you hours others waste. When you rise before excuses, you create space for growth, momentum, clarity, and unstoppable forward motion. Move your body immediately, because motion is the enemy of laziness and the trigger for high-energy thinking. The moment you wake up, your brain is still wrapped in fog, searching for reasons to stay still. This is where most people lose the battle. But when you choose to stretch, walk, jump, or exercise without giving your doubts time to speak, you tell your body and mind that the day has already begun on your terms. Physical movement floods your system with endorphins, wakes up your muscles, and trains your mindset to perform, not postpone. Even a 5-minute burst of activity can flip the switch from sleepy to unstoppable. Movement signals purpose, it unlocks blood flow, sharpens focus, and starts burning away that heavy blanket of sluggishness. Don't wait for motivation, because motivation is lazy. Let movement create the motivation. Whether you start with push-ups beside your bed or a power walk around your room, what matters is that you refuse to stay motionless. When your heart rate climbs, your excuses fall. Movement in the morning builds momentum that carries into every decision you make afterward. Cold showers for mental toughness act like a shock to your comfort zone, ripping you out of the softness that keeps most people stuck in lazy routines. The blast of freezing water first thing in the morning isn't pleasant, and that's exactly why it works. It teaches your mind to say yes to discomfort and no to the whispering voice that says stay safe, stay warm, stay ordinary. The moment icy water hits your skin, your heart races, your breathing quickens, and there's a split second where your instincts beg you to retreat, but this is where mental toughness is born. When you stand firm under that cold stream, you're training yourself to face resistance rather than run from it. That habit silently bleeds into everything you do. You become the kind of person who doesn't quit when situations feel uncomfortable. Cold showers aren't just about waking up your body. They wake up your character. They raise your pain threshold, sharpen your alertness, boost your energy, and destroy morning sluggishness. Every second you endure reinforces your self-control as you prove to yourself that you can win a small battle at the start of the day. Write your goals each morning, because clarity is the weapon that annihilates chaos and laziness before it settles in. If you start your day without a clear target, distractions will drag you in every direction, stealing your energy and replacing purpose with procrastination. But when you grab a pen and physically put your ambitions on paper, you anchor your mind to your mission. It's not just a list, it's a declaration of intent, a reminder to your brain that every action must serve a higher outcome. Goals written in the morning act like mental GPS coordinates, guiding decision after decision so you don't waste time wandering, scrolling, or second guessing. They force you to confront what matters instead of dabbling in what doesn't. When you write your goals daily, you train your subconscious mind to hunt for opportunities, avoid distractions, and stay relentless. Writing your goals also creates accountability. You can't hide from your own handwriting. That list becomes a mirror reflecting your discipline, hunger, and direction back at you. Each morning spent reconnecting with your goals builds unstoppable momentum. Feed your mind before your stomach, because the first thing you consume each day programs your mindset for either laziness or laser focus. Most people rush straight to breakfast, social media, or meaningless chatter without realizing they're filling their mind with noise instead of nourishment. But if you choose to pour motivation, wisdom, and positive intensity into your brain before anything else, you activate a mental engine that runs on purpose. Whether it's a powerful quote, an audiobook, an inspiring speech, or a few pages of a fierce book, what you give your mind early shapes your emotional energy, your thoughts, and ultimately your actions. This habit builds a fortress of intention before the world's distractions start pounding on your door. Feeding your brain before your body also trains discipline. You're telling yourself that your growth is more important than your comfort. When your mind is fueled by ambition instead of sugar, you show up to your day sharp, primed, and hungry to win. It's not about hours, even 10 minutes of deliberate mental nutrition can completely shift your attitude. Your morning thoughts become your afternoon habits. Stick to rituals, not motivation, because motivation is a temporary spark, while rituals are the unbreakable backbone of transformation. Motivation comes and goes like weather, sunny one moment, stormy the next, leaving you helpless if you rely on it to push you through your mornings. But rituals are deliberate actions you repeat regardless of how you feel, training your brain to perform without negotiation. When a ritual becomes ingrained, laziness no longer gets a vote. Your body and mind move forward automatically. Creating rituals means designing your morning like a system. Wake up, move, shower cold, write goals. Feed your mind not when you feel like it, but because it's who you are becoming. Rituals build identity, and identity crushes hesitation. When you act on a ritual, you don't waste time arguing with your inner procrastinator, you execute. And that execution done daily compounds into massive achievements that motivation alone could never sustain. Morning rituals create a rhythm your brain learns to follow, so momentum builds without effort. They remove decision fatigue, clear mental clutter, and empower you to operate like a well-trained machine designed for progress.